Hello Generals, welcome to episode 12 of the Thailand series. We are on day 42 of the game and we are fighting now together with my ally India against the European coalition. However, my ally India is not at war yet with the UK. So right now I'm fighting in two fronts. One front is the known African front and the second front is the Middle East. Where in the Middle East I have upset my friend Norway after sinking one of his cruisers with my naval patrol aircraft, and he's trying to retaliate by killing my drones, my aircraft and damaging my units. And it is a good time to talk a bit about tactics. So you see now he has 3 elite strikers attacking my UAV. I have my fighters, one fighter wing, patrolling the area before, between the strikers and the UAV. And I have a second wing that is going to try to intercept the strikers as they return from their attack. But I have trusted the graphics of the game, and the area where my fighters are patrolling is probably not the right one to attack on time those strikers, so I'm losing my UAV. In any case, there's always the return of the strikers, so those fighters will try now to shoot it down. And as you can see, the second wing is trying to intercept, which is my strong wing with 5 fighters, is going to intercept their striker. And as all this happens, if you manage to see, there was a naval radar contact in the Red Sea that my unit there, the radar picked up. So this is something alarming. And I messed up with the fighters, the first wing and the strikers. I did everything I could wrong, and they escaped my first wing. So my only hope is the second wing to attack them. Let's see. And the strikers are dead. I'm relieved now. However, I'm really mad with myself for the mistake I made, and I miscalculated everything, and those 4 fighters, the first wing, had to go back and refuel, and I didn't notice that there is a timer on it that you can see when they are going back to refuel, and I did not pay attention to that. Anyway, it's a good result, and as you have seen, I have dispersed my 2 wings. I did not have them based in the same airport, so I could attack from 2 sides. This is really important for your tactics. And India is back, so he's started taking part in the fight, and I told him that there is this huge stack I found of Finland. He's actually placed those elite frigates under the flight path of our reinforcements between our airports, which makes our lives complicated and difficult, and it took a bit of convincing for India to attack him. And I told him, what do you think these helicopters are there for? Just to attack you. So they are preparing an attack on you, and this is how I convinced him to start attacking them. Going back now to our homeland provinces and cities, we see Norway is attacking one of my cities. I've already annexed a second city further to the north, where I have my anti-air there, and I'm preparing to annex another city as well in order to keep my productions running and my economy strong to be able to stand these attacks, while I cannot do anything with the super stacks they have. I mean, the elite frigates, the cruisers, and everything. Back to the Middle East now. Another opportunity is presented to us. It is as the elite frigates get destroyed, the helicopters on them start flying back to the closest friendly for them airfield or airport. So I urged India to attack those helicopters, and of course I've told him, if you see that naval radar contact below his planes right now, I told him hours before to attack and destroy this naval contact because it is another threat for our transport airplanes, so we cannot use Riyadh as our airbase. We have to find a different flight path for our transport planes. So he's hunting the helicopters. He killed 2 of them on the first try, and then he waits for them to be intercepted by his other wing a bit further to the northwest. And the graphics of the game once again play a trick with us. So these helicopters are destroyed by the Indian fighters, and as the last elite frigate is sunk by the Indian Navy, one more elite helicopter is flying back. It will be destroyed too. Moving forward now, we can see that the European coalition found out that I've emptied Africa and started taking up territory. I will try to delay them there as well. Our strategy with the Middle East seems to be working, and they are doing exactly what we expected them to do. India is in the fight, which is a good thing. So now the situation is that they are losing forces in the Middle East because we are stronger there. We play closer to our base. They have forces in Africa, so I start flirting with the idea of attacking Ukraine and Finland in their homeland provinces. This cannot be done by my forces, only India can do it because he has a lot of infantry. My forces are spread out, that do not have that much infantry, so we start discussions now with India how we're gonna do this new attack in their homeland provinces. By now I have my stealth UAVs, so I start searching and looking around Ukraine and preparing for this new plan while we are delaying them in Africa. In our coalition, however, Myanmar seems to be inactive, so inactivity is not, accepted in our coalition. So I kick him, and he's gonna be out of our coalition. I will take up his territory, and we have shared borders with India. So in case the offensive in Ukraine and Finland fails, the fight will be closer to our homeland provinces, so we have to be stronger there. Moving forward again, we can see that in Africa, Finland is eliminated, it disappeared, and its place is taken by the UK. So our strategy worked. He consumed many units there. He saw that he cannot continue the fight, so he's focusing probably now in the Middle East, and I continue my delay strategy in Africa while we continue the killing in the Middle East. And I have this airfield in Madagascar, which they kept destroying. I kept rebuilding it, and this is my main airport for my bombers. It's the base for my bombers, and I've taken up the territory of Iran from Myanmar, and we see now that we have only the UK in Africa, and we have Finland and Ukraine in the Middle East. Norway is more occupied with the Americas, North America. Ukraine is helping him as well. So these guys, because they are new, they are inexperienced players, they struggle fighting two fronts at the same time. In the Middle East, our SAMs are working overtime because Ukraine and Norway are trying to attack our bases there, but we keep killing them, so they stand no chance there. We have surprises for them as well, as my SAMs are upgraded and can be transported by helicopters, so I will be moving them around and make surprise attacks on them, and before they retaliate I will move them away. But this is all we have time for this episode. I will catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.